Hey, what's up, guys? Sick Chopper is giving a shout out to everybody on YouTube saying, what is up? So here's what we got. In order to save time, a little bit of time anyway, we're going to go through the whole primary drive, and this is going to be over a couple-day period, probably a 2-day period, due to the fastener problem I'm having. Getting fasteners out here. I got to drive 40 fucking miles for bolts. Luckily, by the way, just so everybody knows, Tractor Supply, which I love. I actually want to see if I can get a job there. I love Tractor Supply, you know, it's a part-time job, but they sell grade A bolts per pound, $4.50 per pound. So pretty much you can fill your bag up with, you know, whatever you want. I mean, I don't know if anybody knew that. I don't know if it's everywhere or if it's just out here because a lot of guys wrench. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just a suggestion for anybody. But so what I did is I have all my fasteners on the motor and the transmission, okay? What I did is I mounted the plate. The plate lines everything up, okay? So now what's going to happen now is I tightened all my fasteners down dry with no Loctite. No Loctite yet, guys, all right? I tightened the plate down. The plate leveled everything up, told me where everything needed to be. I checked. I had to fabricate a shim for the transmission fifth, okay? I just shaved the washer down, shaved it down, I gauged it, and I shimmed it, okay? So now what I'm going to do is take the plate off. Now I'm going to wet tighten everything, okay? Anybody who knows wet tightening is when you put your Loctite. So that pretty much is, that's how the primary drive plate goes on. This is a BDL belt drive kit for anybody interested out there. And yeah, so the plate, what it does is it pulls everything together. Then I tighten my motor down. I tighten the transmission down dry, okay? So that when I beat the plate off there, because you need a rubber mallet to beat the plate off. You beat the plate off. Now those two things are set where they need to be, okay? So then you go around to each fastener. You wet tighten them down, okay? Then you put your plate back on, and that's it for the plate mounting anyway. So, all right, guys. This is one of the things that separates the men from the boys. You see that right there? I don't know if you can see it or not. We have clearance now. We've got about an 1/8 inch clearance. There was none. Okay, let me show you here. See the primary drive? Now it's just a spacer. See how we got a nice gap in there now? Okay. You want to make sure you check those types of things, guys, because you'll crack your motor, you'll crack your primary drive. See? I only had to take out about an 1/8 of an inch. I mean, this is just a spacer. This offsets the whole primary drive. Okay? But if you're careless and you don't check things like that, okay, you're gonna crack shit. Anybody watching my channel that buys BDL kits, you might want to check your spacer bolts on the back. Okay, on the back of the primary, they have the spacers that, you know, they butt up against the transmission. You see what I'm saying? It tightens up against. They weren't even hand tight. All right, we're gonna Loctite these. All right, guys, we're all juiced up. Everything is juiced up. We got the juice. We got the juice on it. So now what I'm doing is I'm going around and I'm cleaning everything up here, right? Before you put your primary drive on, before you put your plate on. It's kind of hard to get in these spots once you put that plate on. And by the way, I just like to mention that red Loctite will strip your paint. All right. So when I'm swimming around, I've been swimming around under here for like an hour, torquing everything down. And you know, you touch a spot here, you touch a spot there. It's always nice to be very thorough when you're doing this type of stuff because you don't want your paint peeling and stuff like that. So I just take this Fantastic, and I just you know, I stop if there is a spot where there's Loctite, you know, anywhere. I just I stop that before it has a chance to fuck up Brother Joe's paint. So that's what I do pretty much. So we're all juiced up. And the next thing is going to be to actually blue Loctite. We're going to use blue on this because we might have to remove it at some point, right, for maintenance and service and stuff like that. So we're going to bolt the plate on next, and I'm going to go around here and clean some more. Hope everybody's going to have a good weekend. I don't know. I'm going to be wrenching on this. We just had a crazy storm. The power went out like fucking 4 times. So I'm over here with my fucking... believe it or not. I probably have about 100 of these. I take my Tabasco bottles and I fill them with kerosene, and then I get a shoelace. And the shoelace, the diameter of it is just larger than the hole. For preppers, anybody who likes to prep and stuff like that, I mean, this thing will save your fucking life. It'll give you heat. It'll give you everything you need. You can put the cap on it, throw it in your pocket. It's leak-proof. And, you know, if shit ever hits the fan, I mean, you got something you can give to somebody to get them the fuck out of your way. You know, say, here, take some heat, take some light. You know, like I said, I probably got a couple of hundred of them. Every time I get a Tabasco bottle, I just rinse it out. I fill it with kerosene and throw a shoelace in it. And believe it or not, man, I mean, a lot of guys have made these. A lot of guys have taken my idea and said, man, that's fucking, you know, I use a lot of Tabasco, and that's pretty much it. Anyway, this is Sick Choppers, giving a shout out to everybody on YouTube. That's pretty much it. Signing out.